Hey guys, um, I just want to get on here and say that if you don't stand up for your rights, for your constitutional rights, we're going to lose them. You know, you got BLM and Antifa and the snowflakes out there trying to cancel culture. They want to take away all these flags, like the Confederate flag. They already did. They're trying to anyway. You can still get it. But if you fly it, you're racist. That's what they say, not me. I'll fly it, and I'll fly it because it doesn't stand for racism. It's a battle flag for the Confederacy. You people out there need to learn your history. You've been dumbed down so much in your schools, your colleges, that everything is racist now. It all leans left, far left. I mean, way out there left, batshit crazy left. And these ideas of tearing down statues. And last night, they tore down the Abraham Lincoln statue. So, you know, it's not about the racism. They want to cancel culture. President Lincoln, they tore his statue down last night. And he's not a racist by far. He fought to free the slaves. That's what his whole presidency was, free the slaves. But yet, and they're still out there tearing down statues. They even tear down their own, people that stood up for the black race. The rights activists, civil rights activists, they tear down their statues. So it's not about race. They took down Black Lives Matter took down the platform that they was running, that they was promoting their agenda, and that iron fist that they show on their flag, that's a black power, and they want complete and total power. They want to rule with an iron fist over the white population because they feel like the white population is doing them wrong, that we're privileged because of our color. It's not true, guys. Don't fall in that trap. Black Lives Matter wants to destroy America as you see it and as you know it and as you've lived in it for all your life. They want to take away that, stop freedom, and they want to rule you with an iron fist, basically, a Marxist rule. And they even said that. They got videos that they took down that said it. They're trained Marxists. They want black power. They want to get everybody white out of the White House and the Capitol. They don't want no white senators. They don't want no white House delegates or House, the House people. They don't want nobody in there that's white. They want all black. They want to fill it with all black people, men of color, women of color. They want to end all this white politicians stuff. And if they get their way, if they keep going, they're going to get it. If the Democrats get in office, they're going to give them power. They might not run the president and vice president out of office, but they'll damn sure try to run everybody else out. If Biden gets in there, he'll let them. He'll let them because he supports Black Lives Matter, but Black Lives Matter don't like him anymore for some reason. So he'll do anything to get their vote and get them to like him. He'll let them in offices, and you'll be under their rule, and they'll be a dictator rule. I ain't lying to you guys. That's what they want. And they got caught up in it. So if you go to their site now, it's empty. They took all that down where they wanted black power, where they was going to rule with an iron fist. They wanted white people on their knees begging them for forgiveness. for something that we never had anything to do with. And they say they're oppressed by us. We don't oppress them. We're not privileged. We don't oppress them. They have the same rights we do, and probably more. Because I know now, if you got two people going for the same job, one's white, one's black, who you think's going to get it? The black guy, because they're the employer. It doesn't matter if he has experience or not. The employer is afraid of getting charged with racism. He don't need that. So they give in to him because they're afraid of being called racist, being labeled as a racist. So they just give in to him. And then when it's all said and done, the white man's going to be the one sitting out. You know what I mean? You're going to be the one that's in poverty. Nobody should be in poverty. We have equal rights under the law. You have rights. You women of color, men and women, have the same rights I do today. We never done nothing to you. Yes, there's racism out there, but it's not from Trump and Trump supporters. These are white supremacist groups that need to be wiped out. They need to go somewhere away from America because we're sick of them too. We're sick of the Black Lives Matter. They're a racist group. They need to be wiped out. Antifa is a terrorist group. They need to be arrested and charged like they are. And Black Lives Matter, you ain't too innocent yourself. You destroy and loot and steal too. But you say you're entitled to that because that's reparations. Bullshit. Go lay down, idiot. That girl was an idiot. She's a fool. Black Lives Matter should have condemned her and kicked her out when she was walking up them streets telling the white people, get out of your house, it's mine. Give me your wallet. Your money is mine. You owe that to me. They should have kicked her out. All they're doing, folks, is begging. And if you don't give it to them, they'll steal it. They'll take it right away from you. They don't care. These people are downright fools. They should be stopped. They should be canceled out. The government should not recognize these groups. The Democrat Party does. The Democrat Party recognizes them. I don't. And most of the Republicans won't. They disavow them because they're a terrorist, racist group. They're racist and they're terrorists. Both of them, Antifa and Black Lives Matter. And these snowflakes that follow them, they ain't no better. They're just feeding the machine. When they get all these white people following them, and there's probably more white people than there are black, to tell you the truth. They're little snowflakes. They're those little BLM followers. They're that fan group you got out there. But they are most of the problem. Those snowflakes and those little Generation Z, they're the problem. They feel entitled, and they rob and steal and give it to the BLM. They don't care. They think it's all right because we owe reparations. They've been taught that in these liberal schools, and they're going to continue to be taught that until you, the silent majority, really speak out and let them know you're sick of it and you ain't going to take it no more. That's simple, guys. You just got to tell your representatives, both Senate and House, that you're sick of it. You want it done. If you're a Democrat and you're sick of this stuff, let me ask you, how in the world can you vote a Democrat back into office or a Democrat to presidency of the United States? You know, you got Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer. Those two need to go. They've been in there for 48 years and ain't done shit. Biden's been in there for 48 years and ain't done squat for you. Raise your taxes. take your right to discipline your kids away because they think you, as a parent, as an adult parent, you don't know how to raise your kid. And you're letting them get away with it. We're letting them get away with it. We have not stood up to get our rights back as parents to properly discipline our child or children, how many ever you got. If we was able, this Gen Z wouldn't be like this snowflake generation. They wouldn't be like this if we, as Generation X, were allowed to discipline our kids. But they took that away from us. They felt like we didn't know how to do it. And ever since then, they've dumbed us down in schools, colleges, wherever. They dumb you down. They teach weird stuff in school now. It's all left-leaning, liberal crap. And they teach you that if whatever 2 + 2 is to you, that's what it is. There's no right or wrong answer. That's how they dumb us down, guys. Half of these kids in school now, they don't know how to look something up unless it's online. If they had to go to the textbook to look something up and study for a test, they couldn't do it. They use their phones and digital devices now. They were dumbed down so much with these digital devices that we're never going to come out of that. That's going to be the downfall of the world. We need to get these textbooks open, get these kids back into the right teaching. Like Donald Trump said, you take the textbooks away and teach them the liberal left, they're not learning the truth. You have to have proper teachers in school. You can't have these liberal dingbats teaching our kids. You should be outraged. You should complain to your schools, your county, your state, your federal, everywhere. You should complain and tell them you're tired of this teaching in school, that you want teachers that are bipartisan and teach the truth about America. Stop feeding them these lies. America is not a racist country. America is a Christian valued country. And we as Americans, hey, it's God first. Country and guns. God, family, country, guns. Or I should put guns in front of country, because if Biden gets in there, that's the way it's going to end up. He'll try to take your guns. Everything you have, he'll take. And you'll be left with nothing to defend yourself with. That way they can come in and strong arm you and make you do whatever they want you to do. They'll dictate every aspect of your life. But that's up to you guys. I mean, for me, I'm standing up. I'm going to complain. I'm going to bitch until they do something about it. I don't care if I have to send them 10 million emails. I'll do it. I got it on auto anyway, so I just hit the button and it sends it. But these schools are ridiculous. They need to stop lying to our kids. They need to stop teaching them the lie. Teach them the truth about America. Stop tearing down people who vote for Trump. Stop tearing them down. We're not racist. We're just like you, except for we're not liberal leaning. We're not crazy. And we'll stand up for our rights. We're not going back down. We're silent right now, but we're waking up. You can bet your ass on that. You done rattled the cage. And when you rattle the cage of this big dog, you know it ain't going to be long. It ain't going to be long till that eye opens and he wakes up fully and comes out against you. And you'll find out what happens in the election. Because it's going to be bad, folks. There's a civil war coming, and I don't know if we can escape it or not. What side you on?